So we are just a couple of hours away from the start of WWE Clash at the Castle Scotland. This is the first PLE slash pay-per-view that WWE have ever held in Scotland, so that's nice. The Obo Hydro Arena will be the setting for today's event, and it's always nice to have international crowds because they always tend to be very, very electric. So usually I would start with the non-title matches, but we don't have any. All five matches are title matches, which is really nice actually. So we're going to go ahead and start with probably what I think is going to be the first match on the card, maybe the IC Championship match. So the Intercontinental Championship match is on the line between Chad Gable of Alpha Academy and the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. There's been a lot of friction in Alpha Academy, mostly between Chad Gable and Otis. And Maxine Dupree has been in there, and even Akira Tozawa. But this match could go either way. It absolutely could. It could go either for Chad or Sami. But honestly, I think that Sami Zayn will retain his title mostly because of Otis costing Chad Gable the match, or something happening. Maybe Chad gets distracted and Sami capitalizes off of it. Either way, I think Sami Zayn will remain champion, and I absolutely love Sami Zayn as the Intercontinental Champion. And plus, he's my favorite currently active wrestler right now, so that's nice. Kevin Owens is a nice second place. Next up, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match. It's a triple threat tag match, actually. I don't know if they're going to do like a tornado tag or if they're just going to do like a regular tag, but just with three teams instead. We'll have to see how that works out. But we have the champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, going up against Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Shayna Baszler with Zoe Stark. So there's three teams. I don't think Bianca and Jade are going to be losing anytime soon, especially not with how they're being booked as being such dominant forces in the women's division. But if there ever was a time for them to lose, it would absolutely be a triple threat tag because you don't have to be pinned to lose. And plus, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are both Scottish. But either way, I think Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are going to defend successfully their championships. I don't think they're going to be losing anytime soon. And I also think Cargill's going to go on to win the Royal Rumble next year and all that stuff. Next up, we have the WWE Women's Championship match. The match is currently being simulated. Piper Niven versus Bayley. Now, Niven is Scottish herself, but that's not going to help her against Bayley. I think Bayley will still be the champion, at least for the foreseeable future. I really don't expect Bayley to lose anytime soon, but at the same time, she also doesn't necessarily have any kind of solid competition in the women's division right now. I'd imagine maybe somewhere down the road, one of her Damage Control former teammates, I should say, might try to, start a rivalry with her or something like that. But either way, I just don't think it's going to happen. Actually, I'll simulate Drew just to change the scenery up a little bit because I want to get some different matches in here. But either way, Bayley will retain. Even if Chelsea Green has some shenanigans, it's not going to dissuade Bayley from successfully retaining her championship. So that's nice. And then we have that's Drew Gulak. I'm looking for McIntyre. So then we have the two big title matches coming up. We have the I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, going up against the challenger AJ Styles. I absolutely love the rivalry between Cody and AJ. It's absolutely great. But Cody is not going to be losing anytime soon, especially because Triple H likes really long title reigns. And I must admit, I do too. I like really long title reigns as well. But the way it stands now, Cody is not going to be losing anytime soon. It'll probably be a hard-hitting, grueling affair because it's an I Quit match, right? Maybe Mama Rose gets involved somehow, but either way, AJ will not be victorious against Cody. I don't know where AJ is going to go after this. Maybe they have like a third match or something, but I don't know because AJ's lost 2 in a row, especially because they had that incredible match at Backlash France last month. But either way, Cody wins. And then finally, what I think is going to be the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Damian Priest, the champion, cashing in on Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania to become champion, taking on Drew McIntyre, the man who is definitely the hometown hero of Scotland, the hometown favorites. I think Damian Priest is going to retain. I could absolutely see Drew McIntyre winning, though, because obviously the winner of this match is going to be facing Gunther at SummerSlam, because Gunther is the king of the ring. I honestly think Damian Priest is going to win because CM Punk manages to sneak in there somehow. Judgment Day is barred from ringside, so JD McDonough, JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, not going to be there. But I do think Punk is going to manage to sneak his way in, maybe pops out of the crowd or something, and distracts McIntyre just long enough for Damian to sneak out with a victory. So that's what I think is going to happen. I could absolutely see Drew McIntyre winning. Of course, McIntyre versus Gunther at SummerSlam does sound pretty nice. But I think McIntyre will win. Excuse me, he's going to lose. Damian's going to win because of Punk's interference somehow. But if they don't do the Punk interference, absolutely Drew's going to win. So I'm going to go ahead and run through the card really quickly just to kind of summarize. So the Undisputed WWE Championship match, the I Quit match, Cody wins. The Women's Tag Team Championships, I think Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are going to win. The Intercontinental Championship match, Sami Zayn wins. The Women's Championship match, Bayley wins. And finally, the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest wins. Having 2 victories because of some outside interference is a little lame, but that's professional wrestling for you. So those are my predictions for Clash at the Castle Scotland. We'll see what happens.